ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da-da, ooba-da-da-ba-da-da, ya-da-da-da-da-da, ooba-da-da-da-da, ya-ba-da-da-da-da-da, ooba-da-da-da-da-da, sorry about the voice. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. We're going to do a tutorial today on the chords for Douce Ambiance. I just released a performance video of this the other day. I figured why not go ahead and just shoot a teaching video for the chords. I'm not going to go over all of the stuff about the song, like soloing techniques and inversions or all this different stuff. Just going to go over the chords today for you folks out there who are just maybe learning Gypsy Jazz and you're like, man, I really like that song. How do I play it? And I'm going to make a series of videos of these, just kind of simple, quick to learn tunes, and I'll do some deeper dives on other tunes randomly, or maybe specific tunes that you guys request. So let me know if you have anything particular that you like and that you would love to learn. I'll go check it out. Maybe I'll already know it. Maybe I'll learn something new from the question and then get that going. But we're going to hop right into it today. Let's start with this tune, Douce Ambiance. It's amazing. It's a great tune. I always differentiate Gypsy Jazz tunes based upon the quote-unquote orchestrated ones and the ones that are just straight through, right? For instance, like Coquette is just... you just play it down, right? You just play it straight. But this tune has stops in it, has intros, outros, parts where everyone does something together, those are kind of like orchestrated tunes. And those are really my favorite of the Gypsy Jazz ones. There's so many. There's actually not enough like that. There's a lot of people who do arrangements, which I think that's where it's at. I love arrangements because, really, we all like the improvisation of all of this stuff anyways. And I think that the arrangements of the tune just, make it that much more nice, where everybody gets together and do this thing for the music's sake, right? And then we all get to also enjoy the improvisation. But sorry for the rant again. Also, I need to learn how to, per my last video when I kept saying that I needed to stop talking. And then it was the longest video I ever made, which was 40 minutes. Let's try to not do that. Douce Ambiance, folks. Let's start, okay? So... there's an intro, then there's the main section of the tune, and then there is an outro. Let's start with the, we're just going to do the chords to the song, and at the end we'll do the intro and outro together. How about that? So, this tune is in G minor. We're going to start on a G minor. You can play a G minor like this. Standard G minor, bar chord. This is what I prefer to play on this one. At the beginning. You can also play, obviously, the Gypsy Jazz minor 6, right? Which is played like this, Place your ring finger there, flatten it on those three, and then your index finger. We skip over the A string, we just mute the A with our middle finger, and we place the middle finger on top of the G right there like that. Okay? So you can use either of those. I personally like the G, but I use my thumb on the top, like so. Then it's going to go G for one bar, then a bar of D7. All right, D7. If you guys can get a good look at that there, if you don't know these chord shapes already. And then it goes back to G minor, or like this. Right, so at the very beginning. Sorry, I didn't mean to move that right there. I don't want to confuse anybody here, okay? Let me try to keep it very simple like this. Right, so it's a bar of G, a bar of D, and then after that it's going to do 2 chords per bar. So it's going to go G, then it's going to hop up to C diminished. Right? You could technically do it here if you want to. But we're going to do it here. Just like so. This is a minor 6 voicing without the 5th, which makes it diminished. If you want the full minor 6 voicing, you can just do it just like that there. But we're not going to do the full voicing. We're just going to do this because it needs to be diminished. Then we're going to go to B flat major. Right? You can play this as a bar chord, right? If you want to. Or you can get the 6th in there for the Gypsy Jazz sound, which is always fantastic. The way you play this one, if you guys don't know this voicing, is going to be ring finger here. Okay? I'm not going to say the note names and all of that. I'm just going to show you where it's at. So ring finger on the 8th fret, and then you can see everything else in the video. Yeah, so index finger, okay? And then this one's kind of tricky here. So we're going to hold down, actually, both of these strings here with our middle finger. The way you do this, and it is not comfortable, you just place your middle finger right in between them. So you're going to feel like you're pushing on nothing, kind of like that. And by pushing on nothing in between the strings, you will, by chance, push both of them down. And it does feel very weird at first, but just trust that kind of when it feels weird, it's kind of when it feels right? Because you're intentionally not pushing on either of them to push on both. So ring finger, index finger, and then push right in the middle, and you will just push both of them down. Obviously finger size and things like that are going to matter, but whatever. Just kind of mess with it until you get it. And then the thumb on top, which is another thing you got to mess with until you get. If you guys have questions about the thumb, I'll go in detail on that later. But that's what it is. So it's a B flat major 6. Or you can just do the B flat major, right? Next chord, right? B diminished. So just a half step up from the B flat. And then we're going to go back to C diminished again. Except for this time, we can, if we want, extend to the C minor 6 chord shape, add the 5th on top there. Because we're not technically playing a diminished here, we're playing a C minor here, okay? So, just up until this point, let's see what we got. Okay? And I'm singing because, for reference, but I am not a singer, so don't kill me in the comments, okay? I'm not claiming to be a singer. I would never will claim to be a singer, but I'm not afraid to sing either. I will sing my ass off. It'll just be way out of tune. So, give me a break. I have plenty of singing videos on my YouTube channel, by the way. Plenty of mistakes. I just don't care, okay? So, next part. G minor again. And this time we're doing just a half step up. We're doing A flat 7 to D7. Okay, so after that C up here we go. Okay, that's technically 1A. So this is going to be AA, BA. That's the form of this tune. So the second A, after this, we're going to restart at the beginning of the A section. And it's exactly the same all the way to the end, all the way through, this, all the way back to the G minor. And then instead of doing A flat to D7, okay, we're going to do a half diminished chord, A half diminished. Okay, so the way you play this one, it's the same notes. If you guys know the A minor 7, right? You guys know this. It's the same notes for the first top 3 notes you're playing. So we got A. Then you know how you flatten your finger over there? Well, instead of flattening our finger, we're going to actually just use this to play that first note, and then our pinky to play the next note down, if we're thinking about A minor 7. And then for A minor 7, we'd normally have this 5th right here. But we're not going to do the 5th, we're going to actually use our index finger, and we're going to place it a fret behind. So it's a flat 5. Right? Okay. This chord shape is a little tough to get. You have to relax your hand on this one, and most of the time when you're learning a new chord shape, you have like a stress in your hand, you're stressed out, and that stress will make it to where you can't bend your hand in weird ways. You can only bend it in very normal ways. So you need to actually, if you're struggling to get this, don't push harder, relax more. And when you relax more, you can see how I can kind of do this. If I got super tense, I can't get like that. So you have to relax, and you gotta cram your fingers in there in a weird way. It's very awkward, but the more you do it, the more you'll get it. Just practice. And then it goes to that D7. Okay, so let's look at the two A sections together. The A flat to D, E, A flat to D. Okay, G minor. Okay, then we're gonna move on to the B section here, and the B section it's the easiest B section in the whole world. It's the easiest, well, except for the very end part, which is actually the funnest part of the song. Coming up next month on the next episode, we're the easiest B section. Okay, so we ended on G minor there, and we're going to the B section, and all it is you move up a half step, and you just do a minor chord. So A flat minor, and then you move up another half step. Okay, and then we do the little orchestrated part. So it's two bars of A flat, and then one bar of A, and then for that last bar, we're gonna do a little orchestrated part. So let me just play the whole thing for you. And I'm gonna try to sing it, but it's super shy. Okay, so this seems, it's not complicated at all. I don't know if it seems complicated or not. I know that when you listen to it, it sounds that way. It's just a cool, very shocking kind of a sound. But it's really easy to play. You're just going to use the dominant chord, dominant shape, just like we've been doing for that D7. Right? And we're just going to place it on the 8th fret, which is F. And we're going to go, anyway, it's kind of very chromatic, right? F, E flat. So it goes straight down 3. And there's just 2 more. You skip over D and you go to behind D, and then we're going to enclose D, right? So D flat D. If you want to do just the bass to kind of see how it's moving, that's what it is. Right? Now I am doing a little upstroke on that. Somebody's calling me right now. Okay, we're still recording. I thought it was going to cut off. Okay. I'm doing a little upstroke. Up, down, down. Up, down, down. So down, up, down, down. Up, down, down. Down, up. Like the little ghost upstroke. Up, down. Down, up, down, down. Up, down, down. Okay? And then we go right back into another A section, which is an exact copy of A2. Okay? So that's the entire song, right? Pretty super fun, pretty awesome, minor, a lot of cool chromatic stuff going on, kind of classical sounding. Got the stops in there, got the chromatic B section. It's kind of ominous. It's awesome. Okay, this is a great tune. You can do a lot of playing around with this one as well. So we got through that. Let's just talk about the intro and the outro, and then I'll send you guys on your way to enjoy the hell out of the song because it's awesome. All right. So the intro and the outro are actually the same thing except for just minor tweaks. Okay. So we're gonna look at the intro first, and then we'll check out the outro. All right. Tiny minor tweaks here. The intro sounds like this. It just hangs out on that D. Right? So, that's all it is. It's just a series of dominant chords back to back, aside from one, which is a major. Let's look at them. So we're going to do D7. I always put the 9 on there, the D9. It's not necessary. If you guys want to do this dominant shape like this, the one that we've been using in the song, you can do that. Right, you can totally do that. Let's just look at that one again. Yeah, I'll show it to you and then show you the 9 if you want. So, D7, go up a half step, another half step, another half step, and then we're going to go to B flat major 6, or whatever. You can do B flat major if you want. Okay. Or, and then we're going to do D sharp, D. Okay. It has a little na-na-na-na, and it hangs out. Right? That's going to be D, C, A flat, A. Right? Okay? So let's just take a look real quick at the 9 when it's the same exact thing. Instead of the dominant chords being like this with just, vanilla version, we can do that, the D9, dominant 7 with the 9 on top. Same B flat. Okay. So that's the intro. The outro is almost exactly the same with a couple of just like really 2 things. The very, very ending is different. Well, it's really just all the ending, I guess. Yeah, let's just check it out. There's just a small minor difference here. I'm going to stick to the vanilla dominant just in case, 1, you don't like the 9, or 2, whatever. I'm just going to stick to vanilla stuff. So here's the outro. Okay, so what's going on here? Same thing. I'll show you where it's different as the intro. D, E flat, E, F. Same B flat. This time, it goes to that E flat or D sharp or whatever, dominant. But we don't ever go to the D dominant like we do in the intro. It just hangs out here. So technically, it does the same thing, but it cuts the last chord. And it hangs out, and then it just does a chromatic run until we resolve, right? And the chromatic run starts on, it's in there. All it does is walk chromatically from the 5th to the 1. So starting on D, right? Okay, and that's the rhythm. And on that last part, all you're doing is 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. Okay, 5-1. And you just kind of hit it, and then cut it off. Typical Gypsy Jazz style. Super awesome. Love it. All right, so let me do that ending all together. All right. That's Douce Ambiance for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope that was quick enough. It's 22 minutes. I'll do a video on like maybe some solo ideas and the melody and stuff like that at another time. Again, stay tuned. I'm going to put some more of these out if you guys are new to Gypsy Jazz or wondering how to play it. Also, if you don't know how to play the rhythm style yet, I do have videos on how to play Gypsy Jazz rhythm. Also, how to play Gypsy Jazz, some parts of the lead, things like that. A few different teaching lessons on my channel, so check it out and stay tuned for more. And I also have some backing tracks online. I'm going to be uploading some more backing tracks as well, so that you can practice and play along with these songs. So if you have any particular tunes in mind that you want to hear, you want to learn, or you want backing tracks for, something like that, just let me know, and I'll do my best to get that taken care of. Thanks so much. Have a good one.